Hello, young people of Holy Rosary. My name's Dominic Smith, and I was supposed to be coming to talk to you tonight about the good news that God sent His Son. I don't know why they picked me to talk about this. I'm a Spanish teacher from Ireland, but I was kind of excited to be there with you, and looks like the snow's getting the better of us. It's certainly very pretty. Days like today, as a Spanish teacher, I'm kind of mad it's snowing and it's not even a school day. I mean, why would God even waste snow like this? But no. Upon reflecting on why God sent His Son, it really is good news, because I think for a long time we were messing it up, you know. God made Adam to help him make the world, to name everything, to co-create the universe with him. And somehow over time we got scared. We felt lonely. God was beyond us, and we were guessing about what He was supposed to look like and what He was asking of us. So He intervened to stop us burning doves and making weird sacrifices. He said, no, this is what it looks like. This is who I am. And who I am, just like it said in Genesis, is I'm just like you, and you're just like me. I made you in my image. And He sent Jesus along to remind us of that. And to remind us that God's inviting us to build the world with Him. God gave us a lot of instructions. He gave us a lot of examples. His whole life was an example. And I'm not really qualified to get into the whole mystery of the incarnation. But I guess what I was going to tell you in my talk is that Jesus came and He gave us a few commands. He told us to not be afraid. He told us to not judge. And He told us to love our neighbour as ourselves. And those three things are really, really important, even more so every day for me as I try to live my life. To not be afraid is pretty hard. The world's pretty scary. To not judge is also very hard, because you know, our world is dominated by people who are either using the law to judge themselves better than everyone else, or people who use the law to condemn themselves and then just feel bad and crappy about themselves all the time. And once again, Jesus came to just say, no, love your neighbour as yourself. Now, as a good, guilt-ridden Irish Catholic, I've always thought, well, you know, love everybody else, that's great, you know, just do everything as much as you can for everybody else. The problem with that is I always forget about the second half of the commandment, which is to love myself. Because if I go around loving everyone like I love myself, then I might do nice stuff for them, but I don't really love them because I don't really love myself. You know, if I'm scornful of myself, if I don't think I'm good enough, if I'm disappointed with myself, then inevitably that's how I'm going to love other people. So the gospel challenge is for everybody, and it's a bit of a mystery how we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to love each other as we love ourselves, and we have to start by really naming all the ways in which we are like God, in the ways that Jesus came to show us we're like God, and being bold enough to be that close to God, because that's what He wants. He doesn't want us feeling lonely. He didn't make us to live far away from Him. He made us to live with Him. So I guess hopefully I'll get to redo this talk, and I'll get to come and talk with the group and hear what you all think. And maybe that'll happen. And hopefully I'll get to hear how you see that happening in your lives. Yeah, so my question, I guess, until we meet is, how do you love yourself? And how does that affect the way you love your neighbour? And I guess enjoy the snow. See you then.